Greetings, you pond prophets. I hope you're doing well. This is the Crack-A-Pack on LRR-MTG. My name is Graham, and joining me today is Wheeler.
Thank you for having me, Graham. It's great to be here.
Good. I think it's great to have you here as we open a collector booster of Bloomburrow for you.
Bloomburrow?
Yeah, Bloom Tiny Burrow.
There better be donkeys in here.
I don't think there are, which is a shame, because then you could have the Bloomburrow.
I appreciate that considering this set has like 20 different critters.
Yeah.
We still, being classic Magic players, managed to figure out the one that wasn't in here and go, oh, it's not in here. Gavin, make a donkey legend, please.
Give donkey.
Give donkey. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Magic players out here looking for ass. Let's see. Again, at time of recording, a bunch of these cards have not been previewed, so...
I know nothing of this set.
Sweet.
Yeah.
You're in for a treat.
I do know there are rabbits. That's all I care about.
And some of them, real big ears.
We have Banishing Light
hey.
common.
Dang, all right.
2 and a white for an enchantment. When Banishing Light enters the battlefield, or enters, oh my god, my brain auto-completed it.
Yep.
Enters what, Graham?
Well.
Target non-land permanent and opponent controls is exiled until Banishing Light leaves the battlefield. It does say leaves the battlefield.
Interesting.
You know, not to start this discourse right away, I like the flavor that comes with enters the battlefield.
Yeah.
It's a little weird to see it not, like them chop it off for enter, but not for leave.
Yeah. Also, there's a land in the set, Lilypad Village, that says has an ability you can only activate if one of these creature types has entered the battlefield this turn. And it's like, come on, consistency.
Still working out the kinks.
Donkeys.
Donkeys. A Gate Assault. 2 and a red for a sorcery. Choose one. A Gate Assault deals 4 damage to target creature. If that creature would die this turn, exile it instead, or exile target artifact.
A gate? Oh, agate.
A gate.
Like the rock.
No. A gate.
Oh.
A-G-A-T-E.
Oh, a gate.
Only an amateur crushes their enemies with a cold rock.
All right, fair enough.
I do like that. I hope the lizards are just idiots in this set. That would be really good. Yeah, just little scamps. Dire Downdraft. 3 and a blue for an instant. This spell costs 1 less to cast if it targets an attacking or tapped creature. Target a creature's owner puts it on top or bottom of their library. Now my brain is trying to make shortcuts in the word. Enters has me going, target creature owner put top bottom, yes.
Yes. Yes, am card.
Bird hit lightning.
Dire Downdraft is fun to say.
Dire Downdraft. Sailor's warning. Dire Updraft.
Agate Assault.
Sailor's
Same warning.
Cold
Dire
Rock
Downdraft.
Delight.
Yeah. It's Cold Stone Creamery. What are we talking about?
I don't know. We're just good old-fashioned crosstalk ASMR for the listener.
Oh, I see. It's 1 cheaper if it targets that other thing. Okay. Sure.
Yeah, it's all right.
All right, what's next?
Savor. 1 and a black for an instant. Target creature gets -2/-2 until end of turn. Create a food token. Edibility is in the eye of the beholder. And there's a very poor squirrel. Actually, this is an incredible foil. Because the foiling, the artwork shows what appears to be some kind of squirrel about to be eaten by a large lizard. But because of the foiling and the eye being very purple, you only see it at like a certain angle, and as you flip through it, you kind of
it's like you're looking at the soul of the squirrel.
Watch this, Lise. You can see the exact moment in which the squirrel knows it's about to die.
And turned into food. All right, sweet. Hey, I like that. Actually, that's a cool.
That's not bad.
It's a good card for limited. My favorite.
Druid of the Spade. We got a rabbit. 2 and a green for a 2/3 rabbit druid that says as long as you control a token, Druid of the Spade gets +2/+0 and has trample. The druid brought the best out of the soil and in turn the best out of the fluffle.
The what?
The fluffle. Or is it pronounced a gate? The fluffle.
What's the fluffle? Is that
I don't know,
a
man.
term
What's the
for-
fluffle with you?
Is that like a group of small rabbits I'm inferring from the art?
I feel, as a proud former rabbit owner, I feel like I would have known if a group of rabbits was called a fluffle. I believe they're called a watership down of rabbits.
That's for Return to Bloomburrow.
Oh, God. Plume Creed Escort. 1 in a blue for a 2/1 bird scout with flash, flying, and when it enters the battlefield, target creature you control gains hexproof until end of turn.
Oh,
That card this is good.
that's very
I will
good.
play this in Canadian Highlander.
Really?
Potentially on a North 100 showdown, a Canadian Highlander throwdown.
That's quite a glow up for Welkin turn.
I did murder Nelson with that deck recently that plays a kind of a similar card called Rattle Chains.
oh, yeah.
Yeah, Rattle Chains is additional text,
That's
but
what
the
this made me think of.
fact that this can target any of your creatures to give it hexproof, that's kind of hot. Or you can just, it's 2-power flash flyer for 2. It's also bird.
Bird. Scout.
That's a great Gregory Peck impression, which makes sense because it's a bird. Feather of Flight, that was so good. Bird and Peck. Oh, okay. Feather of Flight, 1 in a white for an enchantment aura with flash. Enchant creature. When Feather of Flight enters the battlefield, draws a card. And enchanted creature gets +1/+0 and has flying. So it's an angelic gift with flash and gives it +1/+0. That's pretty cool.
Okay. I like
Also, I saw some talk on Twitter about people really liking the flavor text on this. As he grasped the glowing feather, the lizard's heart soared, and the rest of him quickly followed.
that is nice.
It's kind of cute.
I like that.
Yeah.
There's some good stuff in this set.
Every lizard deserves its wings. Reptilian Recruiter. 3 red for a 4/2 lizard warrior with trample. When Reptilian Recruiter enters, choose target creature. If that creature's power is 2 or less, or if you control another lizard, you gain control of that creature until end of turn, untap it and gains haste. So it's
Wait, what?
an enthralling victor if it's small or if you control another lizard.
No, it's an enthralling victor unless you control another lizard, in which case it's just
4/2 trample.
zealous conscripts. If that creature's power is 2 or less, or if you control another lizard, gain control of that creature. So if you have another lizard, you just steal the other creature.
Yes. Okay.
That's
Great.
great.
That seems pretty good.
That's great.
5 mana, take your thing. 4/2 trample.
Oh, please don't force me to run more lizards. Ooh.
Clifftop Lookout. 2 and a green for a 1/2 frog scout with reach. And when Clifftop Lookout enters the battlefield, reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a land. Then that gets put into play tapped, and the rest get put on your library in a random order. Wow, this card's good.
So you just always hit.
You always hit a land, and it can be any kind of land. Doesn't have to be basic.
Okay.
And it's got reach.
Sweet. Wow.
And this set rules.
Yeah.
This set is the most akin to childhood Magic sets I think we have seen in a while.
It's very good.
It is. I am here for it.
Oh, this frog looks so cool
Yeah,
too.
it's great artwork.
Oh man, his telescope is just like a big thing of water in the end of a leaf. Oh, I love it.
We do have a reprint here.
How dare they?
Mountain.
Very cool.
It has a raccoon archer.
Good. Good.
Good. Glad of it.
Correct.
Uh-huh. Ooh, I got a rare here. Oh, it has a lot of text. Gev Scaled Scorch. Black and a red for a 3/2 legendary lizard mercenary. Ward, pay 2 life.
Ugh.
Other creatures you control enter with an additional 1/1 counter on them for each opponent who lost life this turn.
For each, you say.
Whenever you cast a lizard spell, Gev deals 1 damage to target opponent. So,
on the stack, it deals the damage and then it enters and gets the counter.
yes.
Sweet.
But it's also just a 2 mana 3/2 ward, pay 2 life. If I hit them, my next thing is bigger.
I mean, that sounds terrific.
It sounds pretty good.
Also, it's a mercenary, which means it's an outlaw.
That lizard's an outlaw.
What an adorable little guy.
That's a weird thing to say about a card that is most assuredly out to murder
Gonna kill me, yeah.
everyone.
I will lose games to this card.
Bloodroot Apothecary. 2 and a green for a 3/3 Squirrel Druid with Toxic 2.
I beg your pardon?
I should mention this card is from the Commander product.
Oh, that makes much more sense.
Yes.
Still, though.
Toxic 2. When Bloodroot Apothecary enters, you and target opponent each create a treasure token.
Okay.
This next line of text is going to make the Commander players lose their minds. Whenever an opponent sacrifices a non-creature token, that player gets 2 poison counters. Nice treasure tokens.
What? What on earth?
This is the kind of poison I can get behind.
Wow.
It's pretty good.
I love that. That squirrel's ruined all their treasure. That's amazing. All right, cool.
Hearthborn Battler. 2 and a red for a 2/3 Lizard Warlock with haste. Whenever a player casts their second spell each turn, Hearthborn Battler deals 2 damage to target opponent.
Sweet. Okay.
So it's symmetrical in the sense that whether it's you casting 2 spells or any of your opponents casting 2 spells,
It still hurts the opponent.
Yes, it still hurts.
Yeah. See, it's fair. Like if I cast 2 spells, you take 2 damage. But if you cast 2 spells, you take 2 damage.
Is this lizard using bone magic? Not the kind that I'm known for.
I think so. Wait, what kind are you known for?
Moving on.
Okay.
Lunar Convocation.
Ooh.
White and a black for an enchantment. At the beginning of your end step, if you gained life this turn, each opponent loses 1 life. At the beginning of your end step, if you gained and lost life this turn, you create a 1/1 black bat creature token with flying. And then pay 1 and a black and 2 life, draw a card.
Sweet.
There was a card from Ixalan called Argul's Bloodfast, which you could just pay 2 mana and 2 life to draw a card, and then it transformed into something that helped you gain some life later.
Yep.
Once you had a low life count. But the important thing is, it was a cheap enchantment that you just paid life and a small amount of mana to draw cards. And this lets you do that. And also makes tokens.
Also, from just recording these Crack-a-Packs, there is the Orzhov bats have this whole theme of gaining and losing life multiple times in a turn.
Sick.
I want to build around this card because it looks like it's gonna rock.
Oh yeah, that's sweet. This is the kind of card that really makes me wish I had no responsibilities and I had too much money to spend on decks that are going to go 3/2 at F&M, you know?
Yep. Last one.
Last what? Oh, don't look at that. That's a double-sided token. Last card. Whoa. It is a special guest card.
Ooh, is it one of the Imagined Critters?
It is an Imagined Critters, and it is a card that is actually near and dear to my heart. It is Ant Queen. 3 green for a 5/5 insect that has pay 1 and a green, make a 1/1 insect.
Ant Queen?
This art rules. I love Ant Queen. Originally from like M13 or M12.
Whoa. That's horrifying.
Yeah, this card's a banger.
Wonderful.
This is honestly my favorite kind of card to open these Crack-a-Packs, where it's like, you know, I might not have even known that this art existed, but now this is just my copy of Ant Queen.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's just too sick. And now I'm just going to have to make a deck with Ant Queen in it.
She only makes the trek through Valley when she's hungry. I fear it's not just our crops she enjoys. Attributed to a rabbit folk farmer named Lop.
Oh, good. I hope those rabbits are okay.
Yeah.
And then I have a double-sided token with food, which...
I bet that food looks banging.
This food does look pretty good. We got some tarts
Those
here.
little pork pies? Oh, no, they're tarts? Okay, that makes
I assume there's some kind of
why would they be
apple
pork?
tarts.
They wouldn't be pork pies.
You have some porridge with blueberries and strawberries. You have like dandelion tea.
Oh.
Damn, this looks good.
Oh.
This looks like the kind of food my doctor tells me I need to start eating more. And then on the back, we have Bushy Bodyguard. So this is a token made from...
That's the offspring? Yeah.
Yeah. It's a 1/1... Well, I guess they're all 1/1s with offspring.
Yeah,
but,
the kids are all right.
It's a squirrel warrior and says, when this creature enters, you may forage. If you do, put 2 1/1 counters on it. And I believe forage is either sacrifice a food or exile 3 cards from your graveyard.
I haven't even...
Or something like that.
We just recorded, at the time of recording this, we just did a podcast where we went through all the mechanics of the set, and I did not see that. What? Okay.
Yeah, I think it has something to do with food. You sack foods.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. Cool. Hey, in a mystical world where you're drafting this, what are you first picking out of this pack of collector boosties?
Probably Ant Queen. That card, if you get to untap with it, you just win the game. It's a 5-mana 5/5, which is not like, I mean, it's wild to say this nowadays, but it's not the biggest thing in the world. But then
Hey,
you untap, play a land, and you just start making ants.
Look, you don't have to sell me on Colossal Pete. 5-mana 5/5 insect. I've always been a big fan of Colossal Steve. And then you just start making 3 1/1s every turn. Basically, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, it's pretty hot.
I would, just to be different, I want to take the Lunar Convocation and build bats around it, but either seem.
There are a lot of cards in this pack that I look at it and go like, yeah, I could see myself drafting this pretty early, and like, this makes me excited to want to play limited. The limited environment for this, from what cards I've seen, which admittedly isn't a huge amount, looks smaller, and I'm okay with that. Like, it looks like it's a little, not as much pressure as some of the previous environments. Fewer writhing chrysalids, which is nice.
Yeah, coming off of MH3, I think it'll be good.
Yeah.
But that is going to do it for this. So thank you so much, Wheeler, for joining me on this Crack-A-Pack.
Thank you for having me, Graham. It was great to be here.
Lovely. I have been Graham. James has been on tech. Matt edits these and Heather gets them online. And hopefully you enjoyed watching. And we'll talk to you next time. Bye, everybody.